So Richard's come a long way, and he deserves the winner's trophy. But I say, Alwyn there, as the MC saying, show your appreciation for a gallant runner-up, Alwyn. I'm sure we'll see Alwyn again, as we do with any fighters who have a close match. So Alan Kettle and his fighter, triumphant. Bout number 9 should have been between John Barris from Master Skin and Craig Sewell's camp, County Durham, sitting around camp at the big 90-kilo heavyweight division. Could have been against Stuart Bell from Paul Hamilton's, and unfortunately, as I mentioned previous, Stuart Bell and the camp up there, the fighters have come down with an illness and have not been able to make these fights. So as a have to make this a cancellation fight on number 9. So number 10 has now moved into 9th position. So about number 9 now is, so we see at the moment moving around the ring, the two of the fighters. We have Lee Lancaster, who's come down from the same place, which is Darlington, up near County Durham way, Newcastle way, on the east coast. Lee Lancaster, who's trained by Craig Willis, who is a Thai boxing bantamweight champion himself, from the Hanuman camp. And we see him in the white and gold. Lee Lancaster now kneeling, and having just performed his Ram Moy, we have Mr. Leecox, who's trained by Master Sken and Jimmy Clayton from the Sitneron camp in Blackburn in Lancashire. Round 1, and this is in the second half of the main event of the championship fight. This is a 5 by 2 minute rounds B-class Northwest area Wako Pro title fight. So Leecox in the red and Lee Lancaster in the gold and white. I refer to them as Cox and Lancaster, otherwise we'll get mixed up with the two Lees. Got a taller Mr. Lancaster, who's using his reach with his hands and legs, and the shorter, stockier Mr. Cox. He's easily identified by his famous tattoo of the spider on the neck and the ribbed collar going all the way around in a tattoo. Lee having a wealth of experience. Already holds the Northwest area title in the Sitneron International Muay Thai Association titles, and having fought for quite a few British as well. Failed on a few attempts, but he's got a good record, so to speak, with I think it's about 14 fights. He's won 7 and lost 7, so he's got an even score. Mr. Lancaster on the hand, I think this is his 8th fight. In previous, having won 5 and lost 2. Not as experienced, but a reasonable record all the same. And a strong fighter. Both fighters just testing each other out in this open round. Remember, it's 5 rounds this, and it can be very tiring. But both of them testing each other out in this early stage of round 1. Low kick from Mr. Cox, and an excellent return low kick there from Mr. Lancaster, who sticks his own hands up with his praise of his own technique, which was an excellent timed low point roundhouse kick. End of round 1. The trainer's there, Mr. Craig Willis, coming into the corner between the 1 minute rest to give the fighters advice, and Mr. Jimmy Clayton in the red corner. That first round evens perhaps just slightly to Mr. Lancaster. I would have given the opening round, perhaps by half a point or so. Maybe 1 point, very close. But we're into round 2. Looking to change the referees, as you notice. Got Steve Hart again from the Wako Pro in Birmingham. Both referees have done an excellent job tonight, and a good hand and kick combination from Lee, just sending his fighter down, not for a knockdown, but as a takedown technique, so the referee won't give him a standing 8 count. Much a slip and an off-balance technique as much as a knockdown. Both fighters attempting a low kick. Mr. Lancaster coming better off with that one, that exchange. This title, this Northwest Area Wako Pro title, is the light middleweight, which is a 71.8 kilo maximum. Loose scale 71 kilos dead, which is 0.8 kilos under the limit. Whereas Mr. Lancaster, unfortunately, had to go in the sauna and lose 1.5 kilos. He came in 1.5 kilos overweight, which was a bit unfortunate, but he managed to lose it in the sauna, which is basically just water. They usually trim down to the bone as it is, and then they put it straight back on. So after they've had the weigh-in, just have a drink and something to eat, and they usually get that energy and fluid back up to the energy and fluid levels that these fighters need. Good right hand from Mr. Lancaster again. And a good left hook from Mr. Cox. Good exchange of blows there. Mr. Lancaster looks a little contemptuous there over at Mr. Cox. So 2 rounds, and I'm going to give that second round to Mr. Lancaster. So I've got him 2 rounds up, but only just. Leecox who's stepping up this time. Both fighters showing excellent use of the low point kicking techniques. Good high point kick there from Mr. Lancaster. Interestingly, Mr. Leecox won the last Horwich Thai boxing fight night here way back in May of this year, '97. He won the Simter Northwest Area title right here in this ring, in this venue. So is it going to be 2 times lucky for him, or is Mr. Lancaster, who at the moment is 2 rounds up, who's going to take the belt and the fight? And it was just kick and slip takedown there. Referee again, once again, acknowledging it wasn't a knockdown. We're about halfway through the fight now with 2.5 rounds gone. You can hear the corner men screaming there at the fighter, urging him on. The corner we also have Mr. Paul Type from Master Skens in Stockport. He's also a Northwest Area champion himself. A healthy record under his belt. I think he's had 7 fights, 7 wins, unbeaten. Nice catch, takedown technique. The referee's warning there, you're only allowed 2 steps and takedown. You're not allowed to power drive him through the ropes. It's a lengthy explanation, but I'm sure the fighter understands. Back into the action, closing stages. I think I'm just going to give that one by a slight margin to Leecox. So I got it 2 rounds to 1 for the blue corner, Mr. Lee Lancaster. We've got 2 rounds left. Round 4. Good body kick from Mr. Cox. Mr. Point from Mr. Lancaster. You can see at this level where both fighters experiencing, with it being 5 rounds, both fighters just still continuing to size each other up, because one slight mistake is like a very painful game of chess. Cox there finding his mark with a low point, as does Mr. Lancaster's return kick. It's Leecox who seems to be pressing forward now in this later stages of the fight. So on my cards, he's still 1 round behind. and is unofficial. The judges here will make the decision, as they have done with all the previous fights tonight. Gary Richards. Good combinations. Mr. Stuart Lane, I was saying about the judges, Birmingham. Playing with a low strike, I think, there. Stuart Lane from Birmingham. Gary Richards and Jack Lyons, who have done an excellent job of judging tonight. Very fair, and of course they're all neutral. So there'll be no complaints from any camps about saying you have your own judges. But again, that isn't fair to any fighter who comes along to these type of shows. Closing stage is now about 4. And saying it's Mr. Cox who seems to have impressed himself a little bit more in this 4th round. And there we have it. I'm going to give that 4th round to Mr. Leecox in the red corner. So I've got it 2 rounds apiece. And again, it's down to the last round. Referee there, making touch gloves. It's a mandatory thing to do on the last round of any fight. Show a bit of sportsmanship, to acknowledge each other. They've made it to the last round and show each other respect. But obviously, it is a fight, and each fighter is out to win. 5th and final round, and it's action all the way. Good hand combinations from Leecox, but Mr. Lancaster returned his own. Stopped him in his tracks. Good low kick. Good high point kick from Mr. Cox, but nicely avoided. Good hand combinations. Nice flying knee from Mr. Cox, and it's recognised there by the crowd when you see any type of spectacular technique, as it is advanced. Good low kick from both fighters again. Closing stages of round 5. It's definitely all in this last round. And both fighters are keen to get this belt and this championship, the Northwest Area title. And it has been well matched. I can't see much in it between these two. I think Mr. Cox is just slightly getting the edge, and he's a little bit more confident in this last round. But he's left it late, and it could have gone either way. As I said, anybody, it's who wants it the most in this last round. But it's the right low kicks of Mr. Cox that are finding its mark. And it's Mr. Cox who's got his hands up on this occasion. He thinks he's won. Well, according to my judging sheet, I've got, if that last round went to Leecox, I've got him 3 rounds to 2. So let's see how the judges score it. Majority. 2 judges to 1. So by, as I said, a very narrow margin, Mr. Leecox. As I said, I only got it very close to. I can only win by a point or so. Sponsoring this fight, we have Sandy Thai Boxing Company. This is Marie Fitzsimmons and Barry, who run this company. For Matt and Paul Hickman in Thailand, who import the equipment. The majority of Thai boxing clubs and champions in the UK. So we have there the belt in the camp of Mr. Leecox from Master Sken and Jimmy Clayton, sitting around camp in Blackburn. Moving on to bout number 10, which is another vacant Northwest Area Wako Pro title, this time at the welterweight division.